This is not the video that I intended to make, but I lost a good friend a couple days ago. My dog Bandit. I have lots of pets. I used to work at a humane society, so I have lots of dogs and cats and even a parrot that came with my husband Jamie. But Bandit was just, he was kind of my special boy. We just had a really special bond. And what makes it harder is that he died unexpectedly. So I wasn't with him, and I didn't get a chance to say goodbye. And that really hurts. And I've heard some wonderful, great outreach. Everyone has been so thoughtful, so thank you. Two pieces of wisdom have really stood out to me, and I wanted to share them with you so that you would have them when you lose a loved one. The first one is from my baby sister. She's 10 years younger than I am, but she's very wise, so I listen to her a lot. She said to me that she knew that I would want to stop crying and try to feel better, and she encouraged me to just feel the way I feel. She said, don't feel like you have to just stop crying or stop grieving and just move on. Feel what you feel. Cry when you want to cry, because that's a part of it. And I thought that's so smart, because so often we think that while we're crying, we're making it worse. If we're crying, we're not on the path to healing. But the healing doesn't begin when we stop crying. The healing begins when we start crying. That's part of the journey and the path to healing. So whether it's crying or whatever your grieving looks like, don't short circuit it. Don't try to skip past it, because that's absolutely part of it. And if you block that, then you're blocking your healing. And I thought that was really great advice that Mallory gave me, to just be in it and just cry. And I've done a lot of that. And then yesterday I went out to lunch with my mentor. So Lee is 92 years and 11 months old. And so she knows something about saying goodbye to people. She's lived a long life and she's lost people that she loves. And she said, when you're ready, start thinking about what you can do in his memory. And that was an aha moment for me. I noted too that I wrote a whole book. My first book, The Giving Prescription, is about using giving to make meaning out of our losses and our traumas in life. But I hadn't really thought about doing that for Bandit. And she and I spent lunch trying to brainstorm some things that I could do in his memory. And then I got home from lunch only to find that my husband said, you know what I thought? I thought I could take my camera equipment to the Humane Society and I could shoot some better pictures, because look at these pictures of these dogs and these cats and they just don't look very good, and maybe I could shoot some better pictures. He was already doing what I had just thought of with Lee to do. So we're going to take his camera equipment. He's a great photographer, and together we're going to take some great pictures of adoptable animals. Bandit was actually up for adoption for 9 months before I started working at the Humane Society, and I found him. So we're going to do that in his memory. So those are two great ways that you can say goodbye, that you can make meaning when you lose someone that you love. From two women, one in her 20s, one in her 90s, but very wise women. And that's something that can help you. So if you have lost a loved one, if you're dealing with losing a loved one, my thoughts are with you.